Good afternoon, everybody. It's Save with Crypto here on the channel Save with Crypto, and the guy below me today is Maff. Hello, Maff. How you doing?
Hello. I'm all reconfigured at the moment. So I'm this. I don't know if it's noticeable, but I'm currently a bit further away from the camera and the microphone than normal. So I've got to figure this out because as I talked about yesterday, I moved my desk to the left by just a few inches. Am I even like? I probably need to be closer to the microphone, but that's, I don't know. It's extended out. It's a bit silly, the whole thing. So yeah, it's just thrown everything for a loop. Because my kind of widescreen monitor, ultra widescreen monitor, I had to move to a few inches to the right, maybe 6 to 8 inches to the right. Actually, not that far, maybe 5 or 6, because everything else moved to the left. And but now the boom arm on my microphone won't extend far enough this way, because it hits the edge of the monitor. So I only just realised just as we were going live. So I've got to sort it. But also it coincided that I thought, well, I've got a footstool that I've just tried placing under the desk to place my feet up onto, but that's actually what's pushed me further away. And I also feel like I'm kind of potty training with it at the moment. Is that kind of position? So I think I might just get rid of the footstool for now. There you go. Now I can move closer. Oh, I can move the boom under the monitor. This is going to squeak horribly, I think, if I allow it. Just give me a sec. There you go. I think I'm back to normal now. So yeah, apart from that, I'm fine. How about you?
Excellent. Well, that's a great update. Thank you very much for that. That's
seeing as you asked, you know.
Yeah, I did ask, and I deserved what I got, really. And, that's fair enough. I'll tell you what, I was doing a bit of work yesterday evening, doing my other job, which does involve a bit of public speaking, and I was doing the same again this morning, and I actually took my daughter with me this morning because just wanted to see what it was all about, and on the way back, she said, "Well, what we're doing next?" And I said, "Well, I need to get back to do the live stream." She went, "Oh yeah, of course." And I said, I'm kind of like a public performer now, aren't I? I'm sort of like just always doing stuff in public. And she said, "Yeah, you're like a clown."
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, I deserve that as well.
Yeah, but it's like with Hollywood actors, to be honest, because like they get so utterly full of themselves, don't they? Unlike us, and they make all these sort of grandiose speeches and proclamations and things, like as if we're supposed to be listening to their opinions. But when it comes down to it, they're the entertainers. They are kind of like the court jesters. Really, they're there to. Sure, they earn like millions and gajillions of dollars and so on. But ultimately, yeah, they're I mean, not even glorified entertainers. They are entertainers.
Yeah.
Just juggle for us, please. I'm going to pay my overpriced cinema ticket to watch you juggle for 2 hours, not to tell me what politics I should be following or whatever. So anyway, yeah.
So I should be pleased for being called a clown, shouldn't I?
Essentially, yeah. Puts you right in the center of our bracket, I suppose. Yeah. Are we entertainers or educators? I think probably more the former.
Yeah, well, in clown format. I mean, I've definitely had a few emojis left for me, on social media with a clown emoji. Anyway, so
yeah,
that's definitely happened. Anyway, but yeah, no, it's all been good actually. So consequently, I'm a little bit knackered actually today, but and I just noticed one of my trades closed, which was all right, but like it was It was one I'd. It was a long, and I just thought I'm pretty sure that'll pump up at some point today, and it just did. And
Yeah.
kind of wished it was still open. But anyway, we can look at that in a moment. What's something I was going to say? What was it? So we were a bit pushed for time yesterday because I had to shoot off and go down to like South Devon and to Teignmouth actually, which is a lovely little place. Good fun. So we were a bit pushed for time. So after we'd finished arguing about Fibonacci's, we sort of ran out of time. Because I noticed you were saying something on X about what were you talking about? I can't remember now.
Oh, there was a thing that I think Aussie had mentioned a couple of times, and I think it's something that we probably ought to have a look at. I mean, it actually looks quite cool, to be honest.
Oh, was that the game thingy for?
Yeah. I mean, it's actually, are you here? Or is it? Yeah, if you bring, I think I saw it fly by just then in the feed. It was on there.
I'm sure somebody meant. Hang on, like notifications.
Sure, it was an order book thing. So like looking at the Bitcoin order book and trades flying by it, and just visualizing it like a RTS game, like real time strategy game. That one, yeah. And I think so that's a screenshot, but there's well, that probably go to the actual thing if you got the link, which should be in that thread. Just realised how messy my hair is. Excuse me.
Can't say it just for the moment actually, but maybe I dreamt it.
It's sticking up. I upgraded the live stream title, and I didn't do the thumbnail actually, but I'll find it for God's sake. I'll go in. I'll bring that up when I'm screen sharing, if you like.
What are you on about?
That's probably the best way to say it. Oh, or if you click, we see it's replying to. Then it's got that link. We just click through into that. It's got Aussie replying to.
Oh. Yeah.
And click on that.
Right. Click on that. And then what? Go to the post that it came from. No.
Yeah. And then in there, no. Yeah, scroll up actually. I think you're right. You did it right. So scroll up a bit more, if it allows it.
No, that's the end of it. That's the end of it.
Yeah. Oh, down a bit then. There you go. Aussie's reply, Bitcoin battlefields. That one. So just click.
Oh yeah. Should I be?
Yeah, just click into it. The new hedge thing.
Okay. So what do I have to change?
Yeah, go. Yeah.
Do I have to change something somewhere?
I think it just kind of does it.
Okay.
And it's meant to be kind of live. And so it's just like a RTS type visualization of the I guess the buys and the sells, isn't it? The aggressive buys and sells into the order book. Okay. Or rather taking out of the order book. So and so not really seeing it update very fast. It's like it might be faster on your side than it's showing here, but in any case, you get the idea.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that what?
Yeah. So obviously, if there are more bear tanks in there, then I guess that means that there's a lot more aggressive selling going on, and vice versa. Mm-hmm. But what I find really interesting on that is not just the visualization. Oof, that was bad. But where they're getting the data from for the order book. I guess ByBit, judging by that message that just showed up. So it's the actual live ByBit order book, which is pretty good. because that would be valuable data. Obviously, you can just kind of get that data, but yeah, that's when you get like genuine kind of to the metal type of trading.
Yeah, so it's these, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the overflying fighter jets represent.
No,
There might be decoration, I think.
so some shorts getting liquidated there. That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's all over the place. Like that looks like ByBit, and then this one looks like Binance. And that's Hyperliquid, isn't it? Going by the logos, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, excellent. Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm a bit envious of that now. I feel like I want to do like a Maftopia widget that does a similar thing, but then the actual feed. Oh, is that mine? Oh yeah,
No.
1 minute super. I thought I'd have a go just setting up the 1 minute super up and super down alerts.
Oh right.
But during like office hours, as it were.
Okay.
So I'm not being woken up at 3 a.m. with the Asian market suddenly going all negative.
Okay. You can always turn your computer off.
Good. Yeah, it's a very old school solution, isn't it?
Someone said that to me once. We were doing a tour with the band, and like we were quite often we didn't have anywhere to stay for like some of the gigs, and so there's one night, I think it was over in like Hemel Hempstead or somewhere like that. We were just staying in the pub, and the drummer and his mate went out. I don't know. They went out with some girls or something, and then the next morning, they both appeared like looking rather dishevelled, because it turned out they'd ended up sleeping in a bus stop all night, and this guy was saying, "So we called your phone and like you didn't answer." And I said, "What time was it?" And like I said, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, "Well, I was asleep." I said, "Yeah, but we called your phone." I said, "Well, the phone was off." I'm like, "What? You turn your phone off at night?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Oh, totally. I mean, I do. I don't actually turn it off, but I do set it to do not disturb, essentially. Okay. So like nothing gets through, pretty much. And also I switch off the network on it. Then it's just kind of fun, you wake up in the morning and virtually the first thing you see, like bleary-eyed, is phone. Just seeing all the notifications like coming in.
And so
is that just me? That's probably a bit sad.
It's probably most of the population, to be honest. But
yeah,
I try not to do that. Oh dear. Anyway, I don't know what to say about today, really. Just hand it over to you to do things.
Oh sure. Okay. I could do that. I'll just talk until I stop talking, I guess.
So I feel like I've been. I feel like a bit exhausted, actually. Sort of with everything. Anyway,
is it the weather? Is it mugginess or anything like that?
Not particularly, because I normally thrive in hot weather quite a bit. But I'd quite early start this morning. I had to sort of like leave the house at 7, so
yeah.
So I was kind of up at like 6, and then we got stuck in some traffic on the way back, and it was a bit meh, and I basically got in at about 10 to 1, so literally with 10 minutes to spare before getting there. So yeah, just a bit. I kind of forgot what the real life thing's all about, when you have to actually go outside and do things and deal with things like traffic and stuff,
yeah.
Anyway, so what's happening?
Yeah.
What's that on the screen?
Oh, hey, this is Quadzilla, and it's on the monthly at the moment, it's 80 quid a month, but on the yearly plan it's 60 quid a month, and it pays for itself just ridiculously quickly, like in a trade or two, because it gives you just the most astonishingly accurate just trade entries and exit levels and so on, and just all sorts of things. And it has built-in stats, so you can see for yourself exactly what it's doing, and also when you change the settings, just how it affects the success and fail stats and drawdowns and such like and things. So there's that. Let's have a look at the chart. Oh yeah, it's that 1 minute super down. So what I did for this was I set up a watch list on here. So just Quadzilla alerts. And at the moment, I just got these 3 in it. And that's actually kind of useful, I think. Is the old watch list alerts thing. So if we go into the actual alerts, so so far I've just set up, like, 1 minute super up, 1 minute super down, and if I edit that, so Quadzilla, blah blah blah, super down signal on the 1 minute. I've got it set to once per bar rather than once per bar close, because I've just given that it's on the 1 minute, because it's just kind of that kind of quick note that, oh hey, things might be about to change on there. And up here, edit alert on. So rather than just being for Bitcoin USD, it's everything that's in that particular watch list, 3 symbols.
So what is actually in it?
There's just those 3 at the moment.
Oh, okay.
The main ones,
Okay.
Also, because I'm not entirely sure, I can't remember seeing now if when the alert comes in, if it tells you which symbol that it's alerting on. Because if you had about 10 different charts in there, different asset pairs, then it might be a bit tricky. You'd have to then go click through them to see which one has a super up or super down. So but I'm thinking about maybe adding a whole bunch of different tradable assets in there, and just ones where the super up and super down traditionally, or like, provably, not even just traditionally, they provably kind of have great success, have great win. So that's that. Just going to try and move this a bit. Still trying to get used to this different setup. So, and that bloody tuft of hair, just he's popping it and how hard do I do that? Okay, so should we look at the chart after all that?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's. Oh, that's on Bitunix. So maybe if I jump over to different watch list, to the watch list. Maybe go on to the Bitcoin index on there. Just for a sec, I'm going to switch off Quadzilla. What on earth? And that one. So just looking at this really in terms of what the hell is the price doing, essentially, because I've really got to move that. It's right in front of my face. It's like between me and the screen. Got to get this. This is going to creak. No, actually, that was okay. I think if I can just put this so it's edge on, so I'm holding the microphone like a trendy 1980s pop star, like Toya Wilcox or something like. Actually, don't maybe don't cut that as a this is a video clip. It's
a mystery.
Anyway.
It's a mystery.
Exactly that one. Yeah. Yeah, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Blah blah blah. Okay, your money for nothing, and etc. Oh, we didn't do the comments, did we? Should we?
Yeah.
Oh, does that change the volume at all?
No, not yet.
Okay, let's do that. Maybe that's better. Seeing as I'm kind of jumping all over the place with topics, shall we quickly go through the comments, and then I'll just get back to the main thing. Well, the comments are the main thing as well, to be fair. Scotty, well, I'm just out of school, like I'm real real cool. Gotta dance like a fool. Got the message that I gotta be a wild one. Yeah. Until I got to that bit, I was thinking like, what is that? What is it? It sounds so familiar. And oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Iggy Pop or something like that.
I think so. Hi guys. Oh hello, Blaze. I'm driving. But any updates on Borg, Guardians, XTO, and Chippy? There are rumblings in the Chippy world, aren't there?
Right, there are, yeah. Just to address those three in that order. Borg, I must admit, I haven't really paid much attention to what's happening on Swissborg at all. Actually, I normally quite avidly watch all the sort of the presentations that they do on YouTube, and then I think, oh, that's going to be good, and then nothing happens. I mean, I'm not dissing the company at all, but it's just they do everything very correctly, and things happen very slowly.
Yeah.
But I've not really paid much attention, so I don't really know anything about that. Assuming you mean XTO, you probably mean XTP. Yeah, don't drive and type at the same time.
No. The safety factor being that you might make typos.
yeah. If you do that, we're never going to be able to read what you're saying. Anyway, I assume you mean XTP. XTP. I don't know, to be honest. What we have been saying for the last few days is I did try out the third party payments from a Euro account. Actually, it wasn't a Euro account. It was a Euro payment from a Stripe account, which wasn't in my name. So that did work, which is good. And consequently, I've actually ordered a card, so I can actually use it again. What I completely forgot though is they sent me sort of like details of the virtual card while I'm waiting for the physical card. And I thought, oh cool, I can just put it on my phone. But there's no, they haven't set up the NFC thing for it, so you can't do that. So the only use of the virtual card is to sort of buy things online, where you just putting the numbers in, which is a bit old school now, isn't it?
It's a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So there is that.
So Chippy.
Chippy, there's going to be there's been quite a bit of talk about that. I know, like Jordan and Spud have been over in Canada doing something at some conference thing over there, and I believe they have got a few more bits in the pipeline. Now, what they've done, which I think it's quite funny actually. I can't think if it's funny or clever or just whatever, but so we've been waiting for this version 2 of Chippy forever.
I noticed actually what they've done yet.
Right.
Sorry,
so we've been waiting for this version 2 of Chippy like forever. It was supposed to come out on Valentine's Day 2025, and clearly it didn't. So what they decided to do now is to skip version 2 and go straight to version 3. Which
so 2.0 is basically vaporware, and 3.0 is going to be the all singing, all dancing, amazing thing.
Yeah, which I think is quite kind of funny, but
it's kind of fun, yeah.
But this afternoon there is actually a town hall thing on the CSE platform, so I am actually going to be there because I'm allowed there now. So
in CSE, you're allowed. They let you back in.
With the idea
that's nice for you. I'm still banned. After they banned me for no reason with no explanation, just like get out. Why? Get out.
I did ask about you, and they said that you weren't banned.
Well, unless they unbanned me without telling me. One minute I was in the Discord, the next minute I didn't have access.
Yeah.
So I see that as being banned, to be honest.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I was banned as well, yeah, but I was banned from everything, and and I lost my job, and but anyway, but it's yeah. Anyway, so there is a town hall this afternoon. So hopefully we'll get some news about that very soon. I did notice the price is actually doing all right. Actually, not all right, but like better than it was been. I think it has kind of possibly bottomed a little bit. I know it went as low as having a sort of market cap of like, I don't know, like $250,000, and it's now up to like 718K. So the actual price of it has actually doubled in the last couple of weeks. I think. Hang on. Yeah, no, it's actually from the all-time low, which was like the start of July. It's actually up about 160%, which is quite cool, because it means if you were getting your fish and chips on the Friday, like a month ago, you were getting like a $10 worth, like $10 worth of chippy tokens, which are now worth about $25. You know, in that month, so that's quite good. And also now they've actually upped the amount you get, so you actually get $20 worth of chippy tokens. But you do need to hold 1.2 million to be eligible for that, which is worth about $400, something like that. So yeah. So the long and short of that is, I will probably know more this afternoon. And I'll obviously let you know what I'm allowed to let you know. So I don't know. I mean, they seem quite confident it's going to be a good project. So I don't know. I'm reasonably pleased. I've still got a pile.
Yeah, definitely. I still got my chippy coins. So I mean, it'd be just silly to sell it at the moment, I think. Partly because it wouldn't be worth very much, but also because if they come through with what they're planning, then it ought to end up being worth a fair amount more. Yeah, it's a big if, but worth waiting around for, I think. I noticed they're making a big thing about participation, aren't they? And just people kind of getting involved and so on, rather than just like sitting, like buying and holding. But that's what I'm doing anyway. So
well, what they've done is they said to people with like 1% or more of the supply, if you want to put on events or stuff like that, and you need some funding for it, ask them, and they'll give you some money, and you can do that. So 1% is now going to be how do you work that out? It's 1%, I think, is, well, basically if the fully diluted valuation is 718K, so 1% is going to be 7.1K's worth, isn't it? Is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
In which case, I've not got enough to do that. See how much I've got. So there's so what's the total supply? I don't know how to find that out quickly, actually. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, if the FDV is 718K, then 1% of that is going to be 7K, isn't it? 7.1K, and I've only got 1.8K's worth of chippy token, so I can't do that. It's a shame actually, because if I had, then I thought that would have been quite a good event. Not quite sure what I'd do actually, but yeah, the idea was you'd get money to promote it. So so that's good. So at least they've got money that they want to promote and do marketing stuff. So that's good. I honestly think it'll be all right. Because I think they know what they're doing to some extent.
Well, I suppose they ought to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Oh, actually, oh yeah, I guess we were going through the comments, weren't we? So,
Yeah.
Hello, Aussie. G'day. And Scotty, Justin. Oh, the Bank of England. Oh, I noticed Bank of England was trending on X this morning. Bank of England leaves its key interest rate unchanged at 3.75%. Copycats, aren't they? Just whatever the US did. Well, not really, but not in this case. So that's kind of interesting. They haven't pushed that up. Do you think they're in a bit of a state of denial with that one, in terms of the just inflation in the UK, rampant, just cost of living always just. I think it's still going up, isn't it? Just is quite shocking.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah. I just I just don't think they know what they're doing, really.
Yeah.
Really, I bought some courgettes from Aldi yesterday, and there's like 2 courgettes in like a, you know, in a packet. Don't know why they were in a plastic packet, but they were. So there's 2 courgettes. They're quite big courgettes, but they were like £1.63 for 2 courgettes. I mean, courgettes used to cost nothing, didn't they? Like sort of like 15p and stuff. And anyway, Anyway, that's. But did
sorry, go on.
Did you see any of the Kevin Walsh show yesterday?
No, I didn't. No, I picked up that it was that he was quite overall taking a bit of a hawkish tone. What was he saying?
Well, literally nothing. You know, he didn't answer any questions properly. He didn't really say anything, and you know
that's not good.
The kind of results and stuff were like you know, nothing as well. And then somebody actually said to him, they said like, what is this press conference all about? Which I thought was a bloody good question, because I actually couldn't work out what it was all about. And and he said, well, I just want to give you the general vibe.
The general vibe.
What the hell was
that? That's what people want, isn't it, from the FOMC chairman?
Yeah,
just
I
like,
like
hand waving.
Yeah,
hand waving and opium.
Yeah, I kind of get your vibe, man. Yeah, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Pass the spliff round.
Honestly, it's really. It was so wishy-washy, and like, I was just a bit worried about it all, because like, I you know, I mean, the guy is clearly, I don't know. He obviously he's obviously not stupid, you know, but it's like he's been told to say nothing, you know. Just go up there. People are going to expect answers from you. Just bullshit your way through it, but don't say anything. You know, it's almost like he's been told that as the brief. You know.
So do you think he's qualified for the job? Like, you know, he's an economist type of educated person.
Certainly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, almost to the point that he knows exactly what not to say.
Yeah. Okay. Too clever for his own good. That's what it is.
It was weird though. I was thinking, just bring back Jerome Powell. At least you know, you could tell what he's on about. You know. Very.
If only for that reason.
Very.
Yeah. Also, probably just like Jerome Powell's kind of general unwillingness to bring down or to be pressured into bringing down the interest rate. Like, no, I'm going to do what the economy needs, rather than just like what's going to help someone's political ambitions or whatever.
Yeah.
So quite right in that sense, you know.
Yeah. Hang on a sec. We have to. All right. So
hello, Kaz. Hey, you're back, and welcome. So, Aussie, let's do the time warp again. It's the jump to the left. I recognise that one. I'm deliberately singing it wrong so we avoid a copyright strike. Honestly.
I actually went to the Rocky Horror thingy show years ago in, you know, the theatre thing, and with an old girlfriend, and like, I've never been so bored in my life. It was like,
is that not very good? So yeah, horrible, I kind of agree. It's just,
and the worst thing is it finished about 5 minutes after the pub shut, and it was the worst night out ever.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, The film was okay. I mean, I remember enjoying it as a teenager, but also thinking like, "Hey, up, this is a bit strange, isn't it?" But even so, it's all right. But it just seems a bit puerile and stupid now. Looking back, just good performances, but yeah. Anyway, so GGP following Gold's pump. Oh, okay. We'll have a look at that if we can stop rambling about different things. So Quadzilla Battlefield. Yeah, I think that would be pretty good if could get the actual order book data into Quadzilla. That really would be quite something. So huge news. Always feels like it's going to be a bit of a letdown after we see that huge news. Something or other. Republicans and Democrats have reportedly struck a bipartisan deal on the ethics package for the Clarity Act. That sounds like it is huge news. Well, I don't know. I would call that big news. Huge news would be the Clarity Act is officially passed. It's signed into whatever they sign it into. Don't know if it's law. It's just signed into, action. It's been ratified, officially ratified. Pretty sure it does tell you what it's alerting on for each watch list alert. I hope so. Yeah, we talked about the watch list alert earlier.
I think it does.
I should pay close attention to the next one that comes in. So, just checked. Yes, it does.
Oh, there you go. Cheers, guys.
Excellent. Points to save. Iggy Pop was indeed the correct answer.
There you go.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Space Catty. Welcome back. And steer clear. Okay, yeah. I think we've probably done that one. Anyone see the Fauci hearing? Mr. Fauci or Dr. Fauci, I presume. I'm not admitting to anything.
I don't know what that is.
I didn't actually watch it. Anthony Fauci. But I did hear that he came across as being rather arrogant and essentially just not fessing up to anything, even though being kind of caught with his hand in the cookie jar, as it were. Apparently Walsh is letting the economy run inflation, whereas Powell was trying to run the economy. Letting the economy run inflation, whereas Powell was trying to run the economy. Try to run inflation. That's what's being reported. So kind of like a laissez-faire, laissez-faire approach, rather than just micromanaging every aspect of it or whatever. So it sounds like. In which case, just if it's going to crash, let it crash sooner and more quickly, rather than later and much harder and for longer and so on. Just in US June core PCE price. Oh, that's today, wasn't it? Blimey, yeah. 3.3% expected. 3.3%. So 3.4%. That's amazing. We should be seeing something of a pump in that case, which I guess we have. But is that any different from previous kind of pumps like that one, which is back on Saturday? Yeah, even on a Saturday, it pumped that much. So in fact, it's not 230, is it? Yet, is it? So we haven't had there hasn't been much of a reaction yet. We might, in that case, see a bit of a big pump to the upside, although the interest rate can't come down if it's going to come down, for another couple of months now, can it? Because they're not doing a August FOMC. So the next one I think will be September. So therefore, couple of months. So maybe the reaction to that might be a bit muted. Although it does suggest that as long as that can be the things like this PC price index can be sustained, then that'd be good. Sustained as in it's coming down, prices coming down could be sustained. you think this was the thing where they added a couple of quail's eggs into the basket of goods, and it affected the actual outcome in that sense? Do you think it's just more massaging of the numbers?
The latter, probably, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
but if it brings inflation down in name rather than number, label or whatever. So US. Oh, is this one? Is this one also huge news, or is this one just in? US initial jobless claims week ending July 25th, 197,000 expected. Ooh, okay, nice. Previous was revised from 187 down to up to 188. That's quite good. I mean, down by 3,000. Oh no, sorry. Hang on. Oh, it's up, isn't it? Sorry, I misread that completely. So in other words, it's bad, but it's not quite as bad as expected. That's how I'm reading that. So they need to. Yeah, how does that work out in terms of? So it'll be obviously bad for the US economy, just in terms of job prospects and so on. But if I recall, this kind of works out better for risk on assets, I think. I don't remember the link, but anyway, US GDP growth came in at 1.5%, expectations 2.0. Okay, not good. Letting ting it out rather than playing whack-a-mole. Okay, yeah. So just like it's that overall that chill vibe we talk about, and it's just like, hey, just let it run. It's fine. It'll do what it does. So it's a bit like if a racing driver skids and comes off the track, they don't start like wrestling with the steering wheel, trying to like, oh that way. They just like let it run in a straight line, because just otherwise they're just going to flip the car or something. So bloody hell. Anyway, so do you want to have a little nap? You need your nice cup of warm milk. Just anyway, letting things play out rather than playing whack-a-mole. Yeah, with the economy. Indeedy. That's all the comments. So we could get on with the show now. Yes. Are your eyes open or closed?
I don't. You will never know.
No. So what I was going to say about this was that so this is on the this is on the daily. Click the ding. Okay. That looks to me like something of an uptrend. It's been so overall we're ranging, yeah, but it's a funny old range given that overall it's a bit of an uptrend, because I mean there was kind of like, I'm not going to try and draw these accurately, but there was that and there was that, yeah, just overall kind of suggestion of a strong uptrend, because it kind of is. It doesn't need to be parallel to that, and but obviously since that the price topped out, local top really in this month, Tuesday 21st, and since then it's kind of been doing that and that. Again, who cares if it's parallel or not? I don't care. So has that just bottomed out just there, and it's now heading to the upside? And that, I don't see that as a form of resistance at all, by the way. That's just a line that are drawn on a chart randomly. But resistance would be more like that kind of thing, or maybe that one. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay. So it'd be more just grunts and exclamations of shock and delight. So yeah, or maybe more like that sort of thing. The reason I was unusually delighted by that, it does go back there, was that there are touch points all like coming all the way back to there. So when that one back in kind of mid to late June, 22nd of June, and so the price, so there's resistance there, just kind of tried to get above, failed, eventually broke above, came back down again, resistance again, resistance. So it's been trying all these different times. So that level is 65.6, 65,600. You could view it as being slightly below, like call it 65.5. Why not? And then just below that, 65,300. That seems like, in fact, let's drop down to the 4 hour for that, because that seems like kind of a good place for, or looking at that, maybe that level could go up a bit like that. But I was going to say, kind of a good place to consider whether we're going to see actually a bit of a price reversal coming up there. So therefore a possible short. So if price is coming up, it might go blah, 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 blah. I was going to draw that actually from there, maybe. Blah, 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 blah. Into this range. It'll kind of shimmy around a bit. Blah, 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 blah. It might just reverse there, down into the whatevers. But or it might make it up to here, like, sharp wick up, then a violent rejection down, that kind of thing. Or there, or there, who knows? A value within that range. So I think that's actually quite likely. Places where it might struggle to get up to there are where it just has been today, like there, but maybe there slightly above. The fact that it didn't clear this height just here is a little bit worrying, where that wicks out. Because it didn't even get up to the point where it ought to, where you might expect it to reject. And you could see that as all of a sudden a bit of a lower high, depending how charitable you're feeling on it or not. Okay. So obviously where it did wick out and reject there was the close and the open of those two 4 hour candles, for what it's worth. And that, in fact, that level is drawn it horizontal line there, because that level has kind of been a significant point repeatedly all the way back here. Wicked up to it there, kind of closed there. That candle closed and that one opened. How valid is that as a thing to ponder on? I don't know. Probably not very much. It was a pivot point there in the sense that the candle closed there and the next one obviously opened there. Again, maybe not that relevant looking at it now. It's misleading, that's what that is. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that just wanted to talk about that really. I think it's quite likely that we're going to see the price head up into whatever the hell the range was. Just lost in it. It was is that 65? So we're currently at 64. Yeah, I think so. Should I scribble it again just to emphasize it? I think we're going to see that, and then but where it gets up to is going to be like there, but or somewhere in between. So kind of from 65.3 up to 65.7, maybe probably. So I would consider not financial advice and just kind of shooting the breeze, and hugging the ducks. I was going to say shooting the ducks, but yeah. So I would consider, just personally, not telling you what to do, and because it's probably wrong. So going short, just around there. So did I hedge that sufficiently with disclaimers? I hope so. So
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. I don't often commit to a particular, yes, I think this is what it's going to do, but that just seems quite sort of likely just there. That's not to say that it won't from there simply do that, just reject. That's also possible. Just keep that in mind. So it's more really just a case of how high the price is going to get before it really rejects. And excuse me, I just kind of want to get rid of all those now. Because actually that'll do. If we look at these levels as do this actually, this sort of thing. I could draw in one of the dreaded fib retracements. By the way, I do stand corrected on that.
Said the man in orthopedic shoes.
Boom, boom. Yeah. I mean, it takes a big man to say he's wrong, and I'm not a big man. But anyway, so
what was going on there?
Well, the thing is, this is how I've always kind of drawn. See, this is where I'm not a big man. I'm just kind of hedging that now. I've always done it this way. See, but I suddenly got it in my head that maybe if we draw that kind of backwards, that you actually get more accurate lines. And I think that's actually true. It's just like something else is going on. Obviously, they're different levels for a reason. Probably wrong, but in any case, it's just. I mean, not so much in this case, but actually, there. You know what? Yeah, that drops down to that. Mind you, is that? It's not even the 50%. That's 50%. No, it doesn't. Where's the 50%? There. Yeah, so that's just a accurate level, and so they do turn out accurate that way. But I think it just doesn't give you much in the way of where's the yeah, I've even done it. I did it wrong in any case. No, I didn't. Sorry, yeah. So where are the support levels as the price is coming back down? So from here, the price went up, blink, and now the price is retracing back down. So where are the support levels as it comes back down? That's kind of the thing, isn't it? So for each of these drops, assuming this is going to retrace all the way to the downside, where's each of the levels? The support levels as it comes down. Not so much a 50% line, wherever it is. Where did it go? Oh, it's there. So that's meant to be the uncanny thing that we start to see. But in any case, I think because this is yeah, you notice there how the price actually rejected off the 0.786. So needs to get above there if it's going to continue to rally up to these sort of levels. And then I would think that we probably would actually see rejection off here, because these sort of make a bit of sense, because as levels where the price might sort of pivot from and just head to the downside, just because the kind of areas of liquidity that are lining up with. We could maybe have a quick look at the this one. Sorry. 1 second. Did that? Oh no, that's okay. Sorry. Because it's on there. Doobity. Yeah, sorry, I'm mumbling about something totally irrelevant to this. Liquidation heat map. That's actually refresh the whole page, I think. So 24 hour. So very kind of zoomed in. All of that is 24 hours, and oh, brilliant. Okay. Earlier on, more people were watching on the SaveWithCrypto X account. Now I think the Maftopia X account has just pipped that by one live viewer. Thank you so much, sir or madam, or bot, or whatever you might be. But thank you for pipping.
It's your it's your mum, surely.
Probably, yeah. Sent her an urgent message.
You're on the wrong channel.
Yeah, so switch over to BBC Two. I don't know. Yeah, so this is a little bit zoomed in, but that is kind of suggesting there that we're going to see a bit of a small amount of upside. It really is will be a bit. Can I zoom this a bit? But then it goes wrong. So not that. That's only going up to like 65.1 up to 65.4 versus 64. I don't know. Yeah, okay. 65.4 would be about there. You know what? That does kind of tie in with this in that case, even though it's just on the 24 hour. The amount of liquidity above where we are, and of course we'd expect to see the price kind of just chomp or slurp or whatever its way up through the liquidity, and then it would kind of start to run out a bit, run about there. 65.3, then less likely, just less liquidity up to 66. Oh, 666. Wow. Down. So 60, I think maybe 65.8 was this sort of level, isn't it? 65. Yeah, 65.8 was that level where these have previously kind of wicked out and rejected. So up to about there. Before it just kind of fizzles and reverses and starts to come down to this very tempting liquidity down there. But if I switch that up to maybe the 2 week, come on. I'm on the free account. I don't know if that lowers my priority in the queue or anything like that. But anyway, so 65.3. Okay. Yeah, so still quite definitively in the zone that we were talking about for that as a price reversal point. If it did come up and then start to chomp away in the upper 65s, then and up to 66 and so on, that little jump will be quite quick. Then just Pac-Man style, it's going to just be like it's going to move in a straight line through the whatever it eats. What are they that Pac-Man eats? Just cockles? I don't know. Just but anyway, and then sort of back down. 633, blah 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 blah. Yeah, 62. So that we can kind of see a little bit of the probable downside on that as well, because like it's one thing to be saying like, okay, yeah, the price is going to come up to this sort of level and it's going to flip, but like where to? So golden pocket there would be a likely place for it to at least bounce a little bit and then maybe continue on down. 653, 62. Do you think that gives us meaningful levels for the fib retracement? For the price to just staircase its way down?
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I always think fibs are a bit odd.
Yeah.
I mean, they do. Because it depends where you draw things from, but you can always. There always seems to be a way to make it work, and I don't know if that's because they do work or it's because
it's a thing about it's almost like if they match up with the price history, then I think that can actually be a bit misleading, because I think at this stage what you're really interested in is how it's going to play out. So we have to take a bit of a leap of faith. We all have to really believe the price is just going to come down to that level, then to that level, then to that, that kind of thing, and bounce a bit where it finds support at each level. So I guess we'd kind of have to look at something historical and see if that worked out. Maybe from there. Is that the start of that impulsive move? Big old move. Well, I suppose it's that came back down. So probably from there we could draw in. Let's just delete that one now. In fact, maybe just do this bit so we can see a bit more of what's what on that. So say if the time is now, or the date is 11th of May 2026 or thereabouts, and we believe that the price is just topped, which it obviously had. So right on that score, now we're wondering whether the level's going to be. So like if we did this on the way up to there, we did that to that, and now we're looking at none of this has happened yet. So we're taking it as read that these are going to become support levels on the way down. So comes down to there. Not really. I mean, it was a little bit of a support level at the time. I mean, it ranged a little bit. I mean, on the 4-hour. So spent a few candles just there. Then came down to this range, bounced off the 0.618. So definite support there. 0.65. Added in. It was also kind of a thing. So it kind of, had a bit of ranging going there. This one then became resistance as well. Then down to here, not so much. That's a bit rubbish, but we did see that as a resistance level for the price trying to get back up, just about. Yeah, then after that, it's a bit rubbish. So a little bit, as long as we ignore the ones that were wrong, then you get a couple that were right. There's something uncanny going on there with the Fibonacci's, but yeah, probably not that much use if they're mostly wrong each time. So yeah. Anyway, that's probably kind of done-ish. Actually, I've got any comments? Just checked my Temu time machine. Bottom is in, stack your sats or get kicked in the sats. Stack your sacks or get kicked in the stats or something. I don't know. So you reckon that was local? So does that mean that would have been the absolute bear market bottom? If you're right.
Don't know.
Maybe. So that was the 126 high. Why not? Let's say that was the absolute just 4-year cycle bottom right there, and now we're just heading to the upside. Just everybody who believes that it's September, October, whatever is just utterly wrong. Although we're going down to 45k or thereabouts. it would certainly take people by surprise. And if he looks back like as a historical sort of just, gosh, yeah, that caught a lot of people like, a bit wrong-footed on that one. So I just think it's going lower. I think it'd be kind of nice if that was the bottom, but also it's so tradable. It's so tradable the way that at least it's predictable enough that there's more of that. It's kind of like recovery pumps, relief rallies to the upside, and then kind of it's going to feel that it's just going to carry on down. I could maybe bring in, if it's here, is it here? Did I put it? Oh no, okay. Blimey, what was I thinking? Yeah, let's bring in the good old Bitcoin cycle highs and lows. It's right there. By this trader guy on TradingView called Mafftopia. You should definitely check out his stuff. Amazing, right? Underrated. Mine has got 70 likes on there, which is nice. Not 2.8 thousand, but 70's all right. So anyway, so this tells you exactly when the next bear market bottom is going to be and how much, and that's saying that it's going to be on the 5th of October. I actually think it's going to be late September, but 5th of October, whatever, and it's going to be 39,121. That and yeah, it just seems like that's. I mean, there needs to be a hell of a drop, but look at that one. That was a hell of a drop. I mean, that was like a 38, almost 40% drop. If it dropped further, then it would have been a 40% drop. But say 38 then. So from there it gained that. It went up to like 37%, just about. So let's say if that happened from this low up 37%, there, close enough. So yeah, okay, up to 78, 79, isn't it? So, and that would also keep it, if the price went at that far and then pivoted, it would keep it below that pivot, so we'd still have the lower highs coming down. And so how should I do this? Maybe I'll put in that just to kind of mark it out. Can't remember where it was. I reckon it's going to be a bit of a lower pump, but that sort of thing. You could also look at it as the high of this one was it was at 18% below that one. The high of that one was obviously like way below there. But what is that? Yeah, 28%. But in any case, so this one, I'm gonna have to draw it this way around just to measure it out. Coming from down 15, call it 15%. So like from this one, then if that went down 15%, I think that makes it a bit less than scientific, to say the least. But down to there, which would be about, what's behind the bloody thing? Get out of the way. So call it 70. Probably so. There. Probably. Seems like it's going to be about there. I reckon it's got that feeling. So the price would kind of go blop 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 up to there. 75.8. That sounds a bit familiar. Yeah, and from there a drop down to the Bitcoin cycle highs and lows indicators predicted low. would be a drop of a mere 48. 40. Yeah, 48. Is that 48? 48%. When that went down to there was 35. That went down to there, as I was saying, was 38. That's probably a bit much then. But then it's going to be a crash, isn't it? Big old just liquidating crash that just sends so many investors and so on into oblivion. Because that's generally how Bitcoin tends to bottom out in each cycle. So like big crash that just takes people by, just like shocks people by the violence, the level of violence inherent in it. Yeah, I reckon something very like that is going to happen. And then, we all think the price is going to zero at that point because it's just human nature. But then we won't notice for a while that actually the price is kind of doing, not that one, it's doing that. But probably not as steeply. It'll take a while. So yeah, just watch for the big crash and the massive amount of negativity around it. And it's like, oh no, everyone's just kind of defected to AI stocks and so on. And just, but even the AI stocks are losing money. OpenAI has gone bankrupt. Can you imagine? Did you read the thing about Anthropic? They were kind of a bit caught out because they had been scanning in rare books, like old, like very old, like ancient, sort of rare. I say ancient, like maybe a bunch of years old, but like really rare collectible books. They went out and just spent millions of dollars buying up a whole load of them. But in the process of scanning them, they didn't exactly preserve them. They kind of like cut off the spines.
Oh no!
And just discarded them, and then they were just kind of scanning the individual loose leaf pages, and obviously chucked away the spines and the covers and so on. I was really I don't know if I was distressed. I was like, almost distressed reading about that. Just like, no, you swines, because I collect nice books and things. I think that they're so important, and there's also just something very sort of like almost apt about digitizing the past, and then they can rewrite the past if they want to, because if there are like fewer and fewer just kind of hard copies of the past, of these records of the past just left in the world. So
yeah, so that's a spineless act, isn't it?
Literally, yeah. I'm going to use that. So, it's a spineless act. There you go. I didn't think I'd use that quickly, but anyway. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm probably done. Done.
That's
talking and whatnot. Yeah.
That's it's kind of disturbing in a way. Sort of like I'm never like the death of a book. It's kind of it's quite sad, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, anyway. Just going through the comments backwards, just realised it is disturbing. It's awful. It's bleeding awful, because there are scanning machines you can get that just scan books very, very rapidly, and they don't do them any harm. They're very clever when you see them in action, like at the rate of like however many thousand pages a minute or whatever. They're amazing. So anyway, Bitcoin price goes up when there's a ceasefire, then crashes when they're bombing the crap out of them. Nothing's going to change anytime soon. Yeah, I think you're very, very right. Well, the price drops have gotten smaller. That there is that. For the time being, yeah, we are in a bit of an uptrend.
Sorry.
God's sake.
I feel bad about my long closing. That's just looking.
Oh, you closed your long.
Well, I didn't mean to. It's just I just set it for a bit of safety sort of thing when I went out this morning, so I wouldn't be able to look at my chart for a while. And the price pumped, and then it closed along. So
okay. Well,
so
profit, I imagine.
Yeah. So I need to look for a new one. Looking at the 1 minute, really, looking at that retracement, 64.6 sort of thing, something like that.
Let's bring back Quadzilla. I'm sorry, Quadzilla. Kept you stuck in the cupboard all that time. There you go. Run around.
Yeah, that one there.
This one.
Yeah.
Gosh. Yeah.
That might be nice. Maybe we'll get something like that at open.
Are you thinking a short down to there, or just go long when it bounces?
No, I'm thinking about a long to get there, but I don't know if it's going to do that. It's looking a bit lively, actually.
It certainly is on the 1 minute. Let's go through the time frames just very quickly. In fact, what I might do, I might just start. I know we were looking at the 4 hour, but I'll also just delete all the drawings. Just before I do, what level? Okay, yeah, all right. It was about 65.8 because that did come up again, didn't it? When we were looking at the kind of not very scientific, to be honest, possible relief rally high that we might see before just like a big extended crash to the downside into maybe late September, early October. Anyway, yeah, delete those. So yeah, so from the 4 hour, so it's going to go through each of these and then just work very quickly, just work down through to the lower time frames. That's currently looking like, and sorry, Quadzilla, I know I keep doing this. It's not a great advert for it, but I use Quadzilla such a lot when I'm trading, but just for the purpose of what we're doing here, let's do that. And so this is kind of pretty much what I was talking about near the start of the live stream. It's been uptrend. Overall, that's just looking like a bit of a downtrend at the moment. The price is going to need to, because that level there, that's also, I think, why we might see a violent reversal. It might even be a bit before we get to that 65.8. Because if that's, let's just draw that in. So, sorry, forgot what I was doing. Also, like, high, lower high, just about lower high, but kind of went back there too, but also very much suggesting that the price is really trying to break above there. So if we were going to see a lower high again, it'd probably be below that line, which would be like maybe around about there. I did say 65.3 at one point, so that kind of around about there. And then, we probably need oil to come back down. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I distracted myself just thinking random things then. But so anyway, yes, that's currently looking like a downtrend. If it breaks above there, then it's no longer a downtrend. But just keep in mind that even though we've got uptrends and we've got downtrends, overall we are kind of ranging between there, kind of. Where's? I was thinking like 63 earlier. Why was I thinking 63? Oh, there's 63. Okay. Why 63? There's just like a line right through the middle of it. Anyway,
no idea.
I guess it's 63, isn't it? Where we're kind of seeing the price range. So from there up to sort of, we're at Yeah, kind of 65. Again, kind of where we're at. Let's do that one. So the price has got to break above that first. That could be the top, because then that would respect these. Well, they don't really respect each other, to be honest, but these lower highs. Of course, not forgetting it being a downtrend. There being like lower lows as well. Actually, that one and that one, and then blip before that. But each of those, obviously, that happened, blop, that happened, maybe blop, can happen a bit, not that way around. That happened and blop. So that's a strong possibility. In any case, yeah, I think I'm repeating myself a bit there now. So at some point that's going to come down, and I don't think it's going to be all that far away when it does come down. So it might have turned out that where you closed your long may have been kind of not a bad place to do it, really. I mean, obviously the price is quite likely to go a bit higher yet, but not far off. So down to the next time frame-ish, next-ish time frame. So wait, go away. Sorry. All right, try again. Low there, kind of whoop whoop, higher low, whoop. That's already seeming a little bit peaky, but it's got to break through that area just there. So that kind of, God damn it, should just draw a line, do that a bit easier. So that the middle of that area of liquidity there is exactly where it's rejecting off at the moment, just eating up orders right there. And oh yeah, hello, Mr. Delta. Welcome. So what did I miss? Everything. We're about to finish. Very glad you're here, though. So, and we'll need one to come back down. So that I miss. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah. Again, I'm kind of thinking that the price could well just come down from there. So, but possibly a bit higher if it does break above that level. It's pretty much 64,900 really, above that bit. Then we could see it kind of come up to there-ish, 64.4, 64.5. But sorry, down here. Yeah, blop or something like that. So the 1 hour also suggesting that maybe we're not far off the top there. So let's go for 12. So how do you view that? It's like bull flag.
Yeah. That'll do.
Could be, or just rounded top and then down potentially. That could simply be marking out the top right there. Rejection wick and down. Yeah, it's interesting kind of ranging there, isn't it? I mean, that looks. I don't know what the percent that really was, but it was 0.1%. Okay, so maybe not, maybe a little bit scalpable, but kind of for not great returns. But even so, ka-ching, 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 except there'd be pennies rather than like thousands of dollars or whatever. So yeah, I don't know, 5 minute. I'm still kind of standing by that a bit, that I think we're going to see a bit more upside than a down. It's kind of what it's seeming like to me. I mean, everything's uptrendy, especially the further down you go into the lower time frames, then it's looking increasingly uptrendy. Sometimes you just don't bet against the trend, or like mostly really don't bet against the trend. So the 1 minute. So we've got the US Open. We're in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Think we should stick around for that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm just going to get a drink of water. Hang on a second.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I just something to wake myself up.
Okay. So 1 minute's interesting because we've got obviously that bit of a downtrend. Don't even need to draw really. You can kind of see it. Downtrends, relief pump, downtrend, overall down. Need I draw it in? Probably not. Blue. To go up a bit, but that now lower again. Lower again, maybe. So yeah, 1 minute's interesting. It's just there's just saying like on the 1 minute, it's currently in a bit of a downtrend overall. 5 minutes. Well, I suppose also, but it's only that bit there, isn't it? So kind of suggests having done that we might well then see that as a continuation. Is it going to come down and complete that structure just there? Might, it's another do, and then whatever. I don't know. Just doesn't seem particularly likely, to be honest. It seems more like it's going to do that. Well, I guess we'll see in a minute, because it'll probably move quite rapidly. And I was getting very mixed signals about the US economy updates that Scotty was kindly providing for us just now. Real mix of good and bad, but mostly bad, I thought, to be honest. So are you at the ready with the ding ding ding?
you can see me poised, got you?
Yeah. Let's delete those. Go to 1.
Right, 'tis open.
Yeah. Well, strong move to the downside. It's going to be this thing, isn't it? So strong move to the downside, strong move to the upside, strong move to the downside. But when does it just pick the real direction? Once it's kind of just caught out enough people.
Well,
so is it generally that initial strong move that catches everyone out? I've got volume on here.
Well, it's coming down now, so
yeah.
I was wondering if it'll come down to that 1 minute retracement thing.
Yeah. It's not very high volume considering it's now the US trading it, because that 1:14 p.m. 1:13 p.m. Much bigger volume. What's going on? Is the US just like overslept this morning or something?
I don't know.
Quadzilla back in. Are they around?
Hang on. Yeah. No, it's just a normal day, apparently, I think.
Yeah. Okay. It's not doing very much. Just wanted to perform while we were watching.
It's oh dear, I don't know what it's going to do. Oh, I might have to go. I'm yawning and sleeping, and I might have to have a power nap before before all the excitement happens.
Sure.
That's
Space Catty about to open a short. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I don't either. To be honest, I would be a bit reticent about trading anything at this particular time of day. But you know, especially given that if you probably up there, might have been a good time to do it. I wonder if it is going to come down and actually hit that retracement level, 64.5. So it's dropped down below that level there. So it got through that liquidity. So it's kind of there. Ooh, yeah, down it goes. So yeah, open that short, Space Catty. If you will be in opening it around about there. I would just be so stressed if I was opening a short right now, just with the sudden volatility that we're probably going to see. But yeah, whoomp. Okay.
I'm gonna have to go. Sorry.
Okay, sure, no problem. So I'm just staring a bit robotically now at that, thinking like, does that get down to there? And then does it do that? You know, or does it do that and then that? Yeah, let's wrap it up. I'd say.
Yeah, let's do that because I'm. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Justin around says it would never accept it.
What's the US style ceasefire? Is that where they actually stop shooting?
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. Again, hesitated. Yeah, that's fine. I think better to hesitate and lose the occasional good trade than just dive in, like ape in, and it goes horribly wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's always another trade to take. So,
right, that's a really good. Not that one, but anyway. Cheers, Ozzy.
that one.
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one I was thinking for. Yeah. Please do give the stream a like and all that. And right, we'll be back tomorrow. I'll be a bit more alive tomorrow. I'm just
take an injection of something. PG tips or something like that.
I think I just need a bit of a sleep. I think. But right, take care, everyone. Thanks again, Maff, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, take care, everyone. Trade safe and sign up to Bitunix. SaveWithCrypto.org/Bitunix. All right, take care, everyone. Ooh, nearly gone.